July, I think he might have been able to take out that Templar Archives if he attacked it soon enough, but he's running around. I think he's going for some more probes. He's trying to find some more probes to destroy here. Doesn't manage to get one there. And with that Dragoon around, I don't think he's going to get too much more damage done here. Although he's still running in with Zerglings. He might be able to take out one more probe. Oh yeah, he does take out a probe. It's very crafty. Awesome micro as usual from July. July is getting some, looks like he's getting some Mutalists out. Those will be very helpful, especially dealing with this all Zealot army here on the ground. Lots of Corsairs out though. So I think this is the Bisu build. I think there's going to be some Dark Templar out soon. So July's got to get Overlord Speed done, if he doesn't have it done already. Corsair is going to come to defend these Zealots. They're going to do a good job with it. July forced to back off there. He wanted to get rid of that cannon, but he couldn't really do it with all those Corsairs there. Cannon almost went down. It's a lot of blue fire coming from that. It's interesting how they can catch blue fire, but they never burn down, unlike Terran buildings. But here come the Mutalists, going to try to pick off some more Zealots, I assume. Maybe get rid of that cannon. Here comes the Dark Templar. I don't know if July saw that little blip on the map or not, but he's probably going to have Overlord Speed done soon to deal with it. More cannons, and I don't think Mujuk still doesn't have a second base, so he might be out macroed if July decides to take another base here. Mujuk is sneaking the Dark Templar around the long way, going to try to come in from the back on one of the expansions, I believe. And there's some Scourge running around the map, going to try to deal with those Corsairs. Looks like July is going to try to come in here with some Scourge and his Mutalists. But there's a lot of Corsairs around. I think July, I think he needs a few more Scourge before he thinks about tackling the Corsair count. And High Templar coming out. It's a very interesting ragtag group from Mujuk. He's going to need those storms against the Hydra Lurker army coming up. There's July coming in with his Scourge and Mutalists. He still hasn't got a whole lot of economic damage with those Mutalists. But man, he is delaying this Nexus forever. And here comes some more Scourge. He's got a big fleet of Scourge here to deal with these Corsairs as well. Mujuk is in a pretty bad position. He really needs a second Nexus right now. Even though July is still at 2 bases, he's getting a ton of troops out, and he's going to be able to keep that Nexus from coming up, I believe. Mujuk's going to have to throw everything down here to protect that Nexus. I think it is going to be tough for him to do it. July sacrificing all of his Mutalists, not sure why. Oh, okay. He was just doing as much damage as he could before he snuck his Lurkers in. Trying to get rid of that cannon so the Lurkers can't be seen, but Mujuk doing a great job taking out those Lurkers. Although there isn't a cannon there now, so no detection. If July decides to sneak in some more Lurkers, it might be over for Mujuk. July going up here with some Hydras. He's finally getting a substantial army here, so he's going to be able to push Mujuk all the way back to his base. I think it will be tough for Mujuk to defend this, but he does have High Templar there. Those High Templar probably have at least 1 or 2 storms on them. Yeah, it looks like he is pushing, doing a kind of crappy storm, but July managed to get away from that storm. That was a good storm. July, a lot of Hydralists caught there. But July, he is going to try to end this off of 2 bases. He's coming in right now with a huge force of Lurkers and Hydras and Zerglings. And he's pushing through, and he's getting picked off, but he does manage to take out every ground force there. Lurkers being smashed. July is whittled down to a pretty small force, but it's a force nonetheless, and he's still pushing this Nexus. There's finally another storm, so I think this attack might peter out unless Mujuk, I think he's running out of forces at his natural. I don't think he has anything left. He's going on with Corsairs, going to try to even things out by taking out Overlords, but that's not working. July has reinforcements coming in. July has sealed this game. He's going to take out this Nexus, and there will be nothing that Mujuk can do to get back in this game after that Nexus goes down. The Nexus goes down. Mujuk unable to defend it. He doesn't really have much here. He just has Archon that goes down. And July is scary, scary Hydra Micro. This is so beautiful to watch. And looks like he's going to micro his Hydras up here some more. Try to take out this High Templar. Going to make sure it can't storm his precious Hydras. Even if all of his Overlords get taken down, all he has to do is attack, move into that main. Mujuk, I don't know why he's building cannons. He's lost this game. If he can't get a second base, there's no way he can compete with a Zerg player. July's going to take his third base soon, and he's going to be unharassed doing it. So, Mujuk, I'm not sure what he's up to. July's moving all of his Overlords to the middle. Going to try to protect them, or maybe do a drop. We'll soon find out. So Mujuk, just, I don't know. It's not working out for him in this game. And there's still Mutalisks here, and the Mutalisks are going to come in, make mincemeat out of those Zealots. And July he's fine. All he has to do, well, he's protecting his Overlords with Mutalisks against Corsairs. That's pretty rare. But all of those Corsairs getting taken down here. Mujuk has nothing. He has no way of getting out of his base. He has a shuttle. That shuttle could get picked off easily by anything that July has right now. And July sees that shuttle. So that's not going to do anything. July coming in here, going to wipe out the main. Oh, he's biding his time. I think he's just messing with Mujuk at this point. He could have ended that easily with the amount of Mutalisks there. I think he wants to have some fun, maybe get some queens out or something. I was hoping that he'd face really the Terran player, so he could show more of the queen build, because I think July is one of the few who can actually use the queen build effectively. Shuttle goes down, GG from Mujuk. Pretty easily won by July there. And I will move on to the next game, which will probably be the last game between July and Mujuk. July is going to crush him. Crush fine powder. Okay, moving on.